Hello everyone, my name is Parker and welcome back to another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. So in today's video I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to play this game because it is very different from any other Call of Duty, obviously, because all of the vertical movement that Sledgehammer has added to the Call of Duty franchise. So the tips and tricks I have for you is accuracy is a huge factor in this game. So is connection, but obviously this is Call of Duty, so that's going to be a huge factor in pretty much every single Call of Duty. But accuracy is definitely probably the second best thing that you're going to need to have. Something that'll help you out is something called control freaks. You might have heard of them. They are thumb extensions on your controller sticks that they're elevated so that you have a wider range of motion. If you want to watch some videos on it, feel free to type it in on YouTube. I'm sure there's plenty of reviews. You can actually get a 10% off code. I personally don't have one because I'm not sponsored by them, and they're actually a pretty big company. So most of your like competitive players, and I know like Optic Midnight has a code, and Chaos Silencer also has a code for 10% off. I'm just gonna give you Optic Midnight's because well, she's like actually one of the first YouTubers I ever started watching, like back when I was watching gameplay commentaries and stuff like that, and then she brought me into Optic, and that's why I'm such a big Optic fan. So I'm not a fanboy. Nobody can say I'm an Optic fanboy because I've been with Optic for quite a long time. But anyways, that's beside the point. So you can actually type in her code. It's MIDNITE for Midnight. You get 10% off. You can actually get the basic pair, which if you go on their website, which I'll put in the description, they have a lot of different types. They have them for like sports games, they have them for racing games, but obviously you're going to need the FPS freaks, which means first person shooter, obviously. And there's like all different kinds. There's like basic ones, and then there's one called Vortex, which are pretty cool. They're orange, and they are convexed. And then the ones I have are the Phantoms. They're concave, they're white, and I believe they were actually the collaboration with Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, I didn't really like Call of Duty Ghosts, but the little logo on the thumbsticks themselves are freaking awesome. It's like a robotic skull looking thing. So it's really sick. So again, those will probably run you about $9 or $10, maybe $11 depending on which ones you want. They kind of do different things. They feel different. Some of them are concave, some of them are convexed. But use that code, you get 10% off. So it'll probably run you around like $20 to get a pair of control freaks. I know that was really long, so getting into the next tip, Jesus Christ, is when you're playing this game, you want to run with a full party. Now, that's pretty much a given as well. It's a lot easier to run with a full party because you guys know each other, you guys are going to do call-outs, you guys are actually going to communicate rather than just going into a game solo and teammates talking about random stuff about how they made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Who knows what they're talking about in these lobbies nowadays? Jeez. But you want to run with a full squad. It's just the easiest thing to do because, like I said, communication is so important in this game. And also, if you run into a game solo, you're gonna have such a hard time winning a game. I can't tell you how many games I've lost. In fact, I've played. I want to say almost. I think my win-loss ratio right now is 15 wins and 15 losses. So. And that's just me playing solo. Every time I've played with like 2 or 3 friends, we've won. And every time I play solo, I do not win because teammates are awful. Random teammates are awful. In fact, I was on a dude's team where he went 4 and 25. How's that even possible? How do you die 25 times? I mean, unless you're away from the controller, but still, it would kick you from the lobby. So that dude was awful. So again, stick with teammates, run with a full squad. Another tip is to make sure you conserve your ammo. So Sledgehammer added something a little different in this game. Say I have, okay, so right now I have 30 bullets in my clip, as you can see down in the bottom right. If I was to shoot 15 bullets and I was to hit the reload button once, it will reload to a full clip and it will only take away the 15 bullets that I shot. However, they did add something where if you're shooting and you need to reload quicker, you can double tap X and it will do it a lot quicker. However, if I shoot 15 bullets, if I have a 30 round clip, and I shoot 15 and I do the fast reload, it's going to take away the 15 bullets that you didn't use. So it's going to take away your ammo a lot quicker, so make sure you're just staying aware of that. I know when a lot of people get killed, you know, you just want to spam X. Make sure you're not spamming X too long because you will, or never mind, actually when you spawn in with full ammo. But just be aware that, you know, if a lot's going on, you need to quickly reload, do it, but just make sure you conserve ammo, because it's really important to conserve ammo, obviously, because the bullets kill people, if you didn't know. And then last and final tip I have for you is make sure to use your EXO abilities. They were put in the game for a reason. They're so helpful, but don't do it too much. If you didn't know as well, if you either don't have the game or you just haven't seen it, if you go to the multiplayer, you can actually go to Classic Playlist, which has your Classic Team Deathmatch, Classic Domination, Classic Search and Destroy, and I believe Classic Search and Rescue, where there's no EXO abilities. It's just like older Call of Duties. But you can play those if you don't like the EXO abilities, but let's be honest, they're freaking awesome. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate all the amazing support, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.